Bishop, tell me about your vision for this year's Sunday service at Juneteenth.
The vision is very large. We are so excited about being able to bring community together and making us one. We want to go out and we don't care if it's not about denominationalism. It's not about Baptist, Catholic, Methodist, Presbyterian, Islam, Buddha. I don't care who you are. We're asking the community to come together. Let's worship together on one day. And when we're talking about, coming together and not being divided, the Bible says the house divided cannot stand. So when we're talking about we're coming together, dropping the differences as far as the denomination, as far as skin color, and being one community, we can change the whole world with that kind of, I think, with that kind of vision and that kind of determination.
So Bishop, everyone loves Juneteenth, but what we would like to know is what one of your best memories of Juneteenth?
I think that one of my best memories of Juneteenth is, well, I'm going to be a little prejudiced here because I have been a vendor at Juneteenth for years, and I have a company called America, and just watching how many people were so interested in their history. America, the company talks about where we came from Africa to America, and the strength and the power of being African Americans here. And let me just do this quickly if I can. So many people were just thronging at me, asking me to explain that we came over on the Pinto, and you talk about Plymouth Rock landed on us. We didn't land on it. Well, we talk about, but we started at the bottom. But now, even as today, we are presidents, we are mayors, we are governors. I oftentimes talked about they gave us the chitlins, the hog maw, the pig feet, the pig ears, gave it to us. We prayed over it, blessed it, and became stronger and bigger. We was trying to be euthanized, and yet, you look at strength of NBA, you look at the NFL, we are that. We are creators, we are inventors like Garrett E. Morgan. So I think one of my best memories of Juneteenth is I had such a crowd around me beginning to talk about who we are, the strength of who we are, why we shouldn't be running around killing one another, why we should, come together as a neighborhood, because we are some of the strongest people that's ever lived in the world. And that's one of my best memories of Juneteenth.
Now, Denver's a very much a community type of city, and somehow we all have links tied together. What I want to know is, how has Juneteenth been a part of your history?
Juneteenth, of course, we know is celebrated on the 5 points. The 5 points have a very special part of my history, because I believe if it wasn't for the 5 points, I would not be alive today. And somebody says, what does that mean? Well, my parents met in 1943 at the Rossonian. And when you look around my office, I have a lot of my history in my office. But we're looking at my parents here, my mom and my dad. And when you look at my mom in this picture, that was pretty much close. When you look at that picture, that was pretty much close for my mother when she met my father in 1943. At the 5 points at the Rossonian.
Your parents met at the Rossonian.
They met at the Rossonian, right there, and then they got married in 1945. I wasn't born until 1955. But I feel like if it wasn't for the 5 point area, which is with the Rossonian, and then we celebrate Juneteenth there, because that's so much of our rich history, I wouldn't even be alive.
Wow.
So it has a very special meaning to me when it comes to history.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Quote Media Films.